and nobody can hear me, so let me do that again. What up, y'all? It's our Nightcast, the official blind edition of Kung Kong Crystal, super dope show for Reservoir9.com. Represent allgames.com. I am your host, the Craft Man. No, I'm sorry. I am your host, Stephen D. Gibson, aka SG, aka Electron Bandit, aka I just messed up my chat room. Oh, that's better actually. aka Ali and Fred Rojas are on YouTube. I was messing with YouTube. I'm like, why is my YouTube not working? And there's a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, let me spread this more love. Live. I is right now. Excuse me. Not the Rona. Just choking on the spittle. And my glasses are inside, so I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna bring it and I'm gonna wing it. Not gonna freestyle it because I'm a pilot. Style it. Profile it. Everybody want to smile a bit. Is that a thing? I don't know. Today's show. Hey, look, I got a new pop filter. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna lower my AC just a little bit so it isn't too loud. But I'm gonna keep it on because I don't feel like sweating. Sorry. I like my cool breezes. You know, when your testicles be like kind of moist. Usually moistness is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that moist piece of cake, right? You be like, yeah. But sometimes, you know, gotta turn the music down. Sorry. Sometimes sometimes you don't want the moist choice. Sometimes you want to be like, I want to be dry. You know when it's dry and smooth? Like, yo, baby powder. Like, yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. No chafing or chafing here. I don't know how you say it where you at. Just saying. I'm just saying how I said it. Anyway, today's show. Well, first, go to allgames.com. New website. I went down. I was like, what the hell? What is this? What? Who did what? It's like a whole new website. I was like, oh, snap. And then I was like, let me go look at podcasts. Guess what's not there? Our Nightcast is not on the website list. I was like, the podcast list. I was like, did I get fired from All Games? Did I get fired from All Games? Well, first of all, you got to get paid to get fired. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know. I'm not saying this is a charity. It's a charity that brings nothing. Nothing. It's just a worthless show that I do. For 10 years. Over 10 years. June 10th was the 10th anniversary. Decaversary of the Our Nightcast. Who's counting? I'm not counting. I stopped counting in October 2018. I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I could go to Podbean or whatever and slap up a MP3, be like, yo, it's show 29,000. Actually, I'm probably past show 500 if I want to do the math. But math, you know what I'm saying? Math. And I'll be like, yo, all right, forget it. I'm just going to do it live. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Like your boy, I just totally forgot his name. That white dude. Is that good enough? Is that racist? No, not inherently. Scripter. O'Reilly. That guy. Who cares? Anyway. I'm going to talk about something I watched with Bridget. She was there too. But I wasn't even paying attention to Bridget because it was so fabulous what I watched. It was fabulous. It was the best thing I've watched. Ever. Period. I'm trying to think back in memory. I still have my memory. I still remember stuff, of course. But I was like, I watched this thing. I'll tell you what it is in a second. I watched this thing, and I'm like, this is the best thing I watched. And then we were halfway through the best thing I watched, and there was a whole nother half of the best thing that I've watched. And I was like, it's not over? Oh, there's more? This is just the halfway? Oh, snap. And then the other half. I was like, I mean, I'd heard people talking about it, like, yo, man, this is so good. Oh, man, it's so good. It's so good. And I was like, I guess it's good. I'll check it out. I'll check it out when it comes on TV. When it comes on VOD. And then it did, and then it was like, yeah, let's watch it. And we watched it, and I was like, oh, my brain. What's up, Joneses? The Joneses are still here 10 years later. True. We're all still here. Still in day 10,000 of the lockdown. I remember the first week of the coronies. I remember when COVID. That was 29 years ago. And then the whole earth is like just desert. Like the Statue of Liberty's buried under, well, actually it would be underwater since the global warming. Kind of like the day after tomorrow, but I'm going to say I didn't like I don't want to say, I don't want to say I didn't like how they depicted the future. Like the Ice Age. Okay, hold up. This is a tangent, obviously. But how does, like, the day after tomorrow, Jake Gyllenhaal, I think he was in that. And that was a Roland Emmerich joint, right? And they're in New York, and there's apocalypse wolves and coldness that's just, I don't know. It's like, you have to run away from the freezing cold. I was like, is that how it works? I mean, really? I mean, if you get caught in the cold wake, you freeze. But if you're like just ahead of it, you all right. I was like, that's some old Hollywood bullshit right there. Like, you gotta run, you close the door so the cold, freezy cold doesn't get in. What if you go into one of those giant like restaurant type refrigerators, right? But without the cold on, right? Without the refrigerator on, no power, right? But you close it up, right? Wouldn't you be protected? Is that what happened in the movie? I don't even remember the movie, so that might have happened. But it would protect you. Like, as the freezer works, keeping the cold in, it would keep the cold out, right? Logically speaking. So just jump in the refrigerator. So you'd be straight. One of the big ones. You want a small one. The big room size. And that's your bunker. Until, well, the wolves were free. Did they freeze? I don't see. That's how dumb. I don't want to say it was dumb. That's how, unremarkable that movie was. I had to turn it on. I think it was a little loud. Anyway, so I totally forgot what I was apocalypse. That's what we're living through. Oh yeah, the Statue of Liberty underwater. So global warming happens. Statue of Liberty is underwater. New York's underwater. Most of Florida's underwater. There's a new ocean in the Great Plains. Blah blah blah. Louisiana's gone. That's the new Venice, I guess. What's the point of just the apocalypse? That's what we're living through. Whatever. But the thing that I saw was crazy. But we're gonna talk about that because that's good stuff. That's the good. Then we can talk about Sony or whatever, or Xbox too, because not two, but also. But the Lockhart Series S, that's coming out, yay! I have zero expectations. Not that I don't think they're gonna come with it, but what happens a lot in I guess zeitgeisty circles of popular Twitter spheres or whatever, people get hyped. Like, oh man, this is gonna be so dope. Oh man, this we do. And then you go and you watch it, and it's like, you're like, oh, that was hot garbage. And then you're walking home with your hands in your pockets and you're kicking rocks. Shoot, that's so stupid. Wow, waste my time and my money on that shit. That happens sometimes. A lot of times. So if you have no expectations or zero expectations, same difference, then you can be like, oh, all right, that was all right. Like going into the thing that I'll talk about in a few, I had expectations because everybody was like, oh my God, that's all. Did you see that? I was like, I didn't see it yet. But so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna see Hamilton. Everybody say it's dope. Oh, I said the word Hamilton, but that's what I was talking about. Hamilton. We talk about Hamilton a little bit. I spoiled it for myself, but yeah, so it's good. But before we talk about your boy Manuel Miranda's, before we talk about him, he's my new hero. He's part of the heroic 10. You know how you have a list of people like, you're my favorite blankety blank person. Blankety blank person sounds bad. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, I like him. He's good. Bob Ross, another guy. As far as directors, I'm gonna say Jon Favreau. I'm gonna put the directors all into one kind of spot in the top 10 because Christopher Nolan, Spielberg, he gets honorary, whatever. Some people say George Lucas. I'm gonna say nah, because I don't think George Lucas is the best director. I think he's a great creator of worlds, as far as thinking about all the cogs and sprockets and such. But as far as directing actors, which is his job, to be like, yo, your emotion is anger, be mad, action. That's all you got to do as a director. That's it. But then the actor be like, well, wait a second. What am I mad at, though? I mean, is it like my sister stole my Twinkie? And then I was like, listen, bitch, you don't take my Twinkie. And blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't your Twinkie. It was your dog pooped in your new car. And you're mad at that. You just got the Bentley. That new Bentley. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's that. And your little puppy pooped out. He's cute, but it's that puppy poopy smear all over and it messed up your Bentley. And you're mad. That's what okay, I got it. Okay, I'm ready. Action. Why you do that to the puppy? I'm sorry, what's the line? Sorry, I hit the puppy in my head because he pooped in my Bentley. Once again, losing my tangents are losing me. Anyway, I have a problem. I think I need to take some ginkgo biloba, some alpha brains, maybe drink some coffee. That might help. I haven't eaten in a couple of hours, or drinking. I had a little drink, not drink, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about Hamilton. We're gonna talk about Sony a little bit. There was a thing about Horizon Zero Dawn going on Steam. I want to talk about this real quick. This is a real quick one because a lot of ponies. If you guys don't know what a pony is a Sony fanboy who is irrational, crazy person. Sony fan boy, BOI. If you want to be southern. Ponies who are hardcore about Sony having exclusives. And the exclusives, they get mad when they get mad at the Xbox side. Microsoft be like, oh, why you gonna, it's not exclusive, so why would I buy Xbox? Because it's not exclusive. So they're defending the fact that Sony is limiting their ability to make money off of these titles. It's like, it's counterintuitive as far as making money business time, right? Like if I'm like, yo, I got this thing, I'm making this thing, I only want it, imagine this. You're making a car, right? I'm gonna make the Stevie 5000. And the Stevie 5000, I'm gonna make it in one state. And I'm only gonna sell it in one state. And I'm like, okay, I mean, this is a bad example. I'm still gonna go through it. Okay, so there's like 50 other, connected states, 48, right? If you want to count Alaska, 49. Point is, you're only gonna sell the Stevie 5000 in 48 states. In one state versus all 48. You're not gonna sell that many. You're only selling one state, so everybody got to go out of their way. They got to go to the other state to get your vehicles, to get the Stevie 5000, right? And I'm like, that don't make sense. Why won't you sell it other places to make more money to sell more? Right? That's my analogy. So basically, if Sony would do a PC alongside of launching on PS5, more people would buy their games. So The Last of Us Part 2 would have sold way more than 4 million because Horizon Zero Dawn is breaking records on Steam right now. Horizon Zero Dawn rockets straight to the top of Steam's best sellers list. Come on, son. That's an indication that the narrative that exclusives, and they're doing the exclusive thing so they can sell PS5s. But I'm like, are you concerned about selling units of your game or units of your console? I know it's supposed to be like, oh, you sell the units of the console, so then you make it up on the games. But I'm like, yo, you don't have to actually put the console out to sell games. Let me see if there's some numbers. I don't think that they gave the numbers on this. Following the week's latest announcement. It doesn't say. Great. Let me see what the comments are. Comments are always funny on these. I'll be like laughing. I'll be like, they funny. But the fact that they won't let their stuff, their exclusives, on whatchamacallit, on Steam PC day one. It doesn't even have to be on Steam, just available on PC. Day one is lost. It's money on the table. And they do it after the fact. You know, what was that, 3 years ago that Horizon Zero Dawn came out? Or 3 years ago? Whatever. So, I mean, that's their justification. They're like, oh, yeah, we do it then. We'll do it, and we'll make the money then when it's died off or whatever. But I'm like, you're losing. Like, you could have had 3 years worth of sales because people buy games on PC like crazy because one thing that the PlayStation doesn't do, it's two actually. One, mods. PlayStation doesn't do mods. If they do mods, they suck. They're like hot garbage mods, and because Sony doesn't want to get sued and they're screwed. Two, what was two? Wait, one was the mods and two was, holy Jesus, I totally forgot what the second one was. Wow. Told you, man, getting Kabloba. I need that. Okay, one is mods. Two is mods. No, one is mods. Two is it's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. Yeah, I got it. I got nothing. But it's in there. It's mods. Mods is the main thing because you look at GTA 5. The thing that's making that game still be the best is the mods and all the different variations, like different games within the game and stuff. I mean, the other part of being PC is that it will look better than PlayStation. Period. PlayStation 5, probably, because by the time PlayStation 5 come out, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X comes out, AMD and Nvidia is gonna have their new cards out, the 3000 series and the whatever AMD's doing. So they're gonna be, and Samsung already got their SSDs coming out this fall, so it's gonna be equal to or probably greater than. There's a way that you can build a PC that will be greater than PS5, definitely greater than PS. They already have graphics cards that are more powerful than the PS5 right now, based on specs, because they went wimpy on the specs. And now they're trying to pull a narrative like, oh, well, it's not about teraflops. You know what's funny? They say, oh, it's not about teraflops because they don't have as many as the Xbox Series X, right? And now the rumor is the Series S, the Lockhart, is going to have 4.2 teraflops, something like that, 4.4 teraflops or something. And, oh, I thought you said it wasn't about teraflops. You know what I'm saying? So they got nowhere to go. They can't say that now. They can't say that because if they say it's not about teraflops, which they were saying about the PS5, then it supports the Lockhart. So it's like, oh, okay. And you notice everybody shut the hell up. Nobody's saying nothing. Right now, they're just saying, do. La, la, la. Some devs are like, man, I'm going to tell you, man, the raw power of the Xbox Series X is crazy. It's ridiculous. Then some people, oh, the SSD is the best thing ever on the PlayStation 5. I'm like, and then I keep watching the Ratchet and Clank gameplay, and I'm looking for the ray traced reflections, and I'm like, okay, I see Ratchet, I see a monitor, okay, the skylight is gone, I see the window, there's elements missing from the ray tracing, so I'm like, all right, it's like half-assed ray tracing, it's half-assed ray tracing. Huh? Nothing I tell you, Ella. Huh? I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what that means, Bridget. And so I was like, wow. It's like, okay. I mean, and it's like all the ponies, they just like zip. What? There's ray tracing on Clank. Didn't you see it? I'm like, I guess, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, it didn't need to ray trace. They could have faked that, and it would still look good. I'm like, y'all, man, it's like they trying though. They trying. And then I saw the loading screens. I saw when he's jumping through the portals. You see, there's a little hiccup. It's a little frame like, and then you can see like the effects change. So when he comes out of one world and goes into the I don't know, the Phantom Zone or whatever, right? You see the lighting on his character change, obviously. And then he goes into the new world, and there's another jump, and then the lighting changes again. Instead of it being like a window into the world where the lighting actually comes through the window, so he kind of goes into the lighting, which would have made the transition smoother. It's a sharp little it felt a little weird. And I timed each of the, I did it on one of the shows. I timed every time he went into the portal, and they were different. Well, a lot of them were 3 to 5 seconds. No, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, and then one was 5 seconds, and then I think one was a little bit less than 3 seconds. So I was like, oh, so that means that's a loading screen. That is literally a loading screen, because if it was just for aesthetics, it would all be the same time. That's, And then somebody tried to say, oh, each of the little cracks, each of the little rifts are real worlds. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how, no. That makes absolutely no sense. As far as being a developer, and a development pipeline, and as far as how you going to render, I don't know, let's say there was 10, there's probably more, but there's 10 on-screen rifts. And each one of those has a complete world in. That's not how. That's not how computers work. That's not how SSDs work. That's not how the PlayStation 5 works. I'm going to tell you that's not how it works, even though I don't work at Sony and I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. I'm just saying, as far as how I know in data, transfer, I/O, and all that stuff, you can't have, not today. You can't have 10 fully realized worlds occupying one space and expect to... You notice that he didn't I'm going to go to this one. No, he just goes straight. It's a loading screen. Come on, son. Stop playing. Anyway, the thing about Horizon is that it's going to look better on the PC. And you're going to have higher frame rates, higher resolution. It's going to be a better game. And the fact that they are taking that away from players. They're saying, well, the only places you can play our games is on our system. And that forces, these days, in these end times that we live in now, I don't think a lot of people like to be forced to do anything, right? I don't want to wear a mask. I need a haircut. I want to fly my flag and hang these people. You know what I'm talking about. Which is some bullshit. And we ain't going to go there today. Because I'm angry, but I'm not that angry because Lin-Manuel Miranda gave me something to live for. Gave me hope. Gave me warm feelings inside. And I was like, when's the last time? Okay, when I saw Space Harrier for the first time, I was like, oh, this is kind of fly. There is a reason to live. Not that I was contemplating not living. I was like a little kid. But I was like, oh, this is why being alive is fun. Because of this. And I saw Hamilton. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good stuff. It's not like, what's his name? Jafar Jackson? I just saw his video. It's from like last year. One of Michael Jackson's, I think it's Jermaine's son. I think it's Jafar? No, this is Jafar. That's not his name. That can't be his name. Anyway, he does sound like Mike a little bit. I think Mike is singing better a little bit, but it sounds pretty cool. Anyway, PC, if Sony was serious, about being for the players, if Sony was serious about selling the maximum amount of units as far as games, games. We're not talking about consoles. We're talking about games. Look at the most successful. I say this like every week. Look at the most successful games. What's up, Bonds? Appreciate you coming through. How was your day? My day was good. It rained a little bit over here, Florida. It's a little bit of residual July 4th pop. So the dog's just like, ah. And we'll get back to the horizon. Don't worry. I'll keep it. But yeah, I was working on my car, working on Traily Bailey. I could go off. I could be like, this is the Traily Bailey episode. I'm not going to do that today. But Traily Bailey's going to have her own episode. Maybe I'll do my own little video series of Traily Bailey. I don't think she's ready. I know I'm not ready. Because it took me 8 hours to put her in the damn car stereo. Because all the colors was mixed up. And I think I blew 3 fuses in 3 separate times. But I replaced them with other fuses. But anyway, my wire was not working, and I was mad, and so I had to hotwire. I hotwired it to my climate control. Hey, it works, okay? I'm just saying, I rigged it up. That's all I'm saying. And when it's all said and done, put all the facade back, it's gonna look just like niceness. And I'm glad I only spent $80 on that freaking radio. And it's a 7-inch screen. It's an Android radio, so it's kind of like having a little tablet. Anyway, these games on PC will give Sony, like, they bragging, oh, it's the fastest, Last of Us Part 2. Oh, it's the fastest selling PlayStation exclusive. I'm like, but did it sell the most? And nobody say nothing. The only thing they said is the fastest selling PlayStation exclusive. And I'm like, and it said it sold 4 million in 3 days. I haven't heard the update. Did it sell 5 million? Oh, you know what the update is? Oh, it fell 80% in sales the next week. Oh, it fell 85% in sales the next week. In Japan it was 85. Europe it was 80. So I was like, oops. That means not good. That's what that means. That means you probably not gonna be the best selling. That's what I mean. I'm just saying. Bond says I will always bring my tech news. Good. Tech news is tech news is, oh, this is not even muted. Tech news is welcome, of course. Welcome. But I don't even remember what the name of that stupid radio I bought. It's a knockoff radio. You know what's bad about the radio that I bought? I was looking into the file folders because it's an Android. And there's a Tencent folder. Tencent, the Chinese company Tencent. I was like, uh-oh. And it's connected to, there's a GPS app inside of, that's already in there. I was like, oh, I see. I'm gonna just use Google Maps or whatever, but I was like, oh, I see what y'all mudflowers trying to be spies and stuff. I see Tencent. I see you. Are you in bed with Huawei? Is that what it is? So I didn't turn on my GPS or anything. I didn't hook up the antenna yet, but I got to get an adapter for my car antenna because it's a different thing. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, back to the PC stuff. So mods, and the same thing with Death Stranding, both Decima Engine games. It's gonna sell more on PC. I wouldn't be surprised if those games sell more on PC overall, because even though the PlayStation 4 has sold over 100 million. They say 110 million, right? Probably rounding up. Who cares? They only sold 4 million in the first week. So I'm like, hold up. Y'all bragging about less than 4%? Come on, son. I mean, I would be like 10% would be like, okay, 10. You got 100 million, over 100 million, 10%. That's cool. 10 million? Yeah, sure. But nah. 4%, that's hot garbage, son. It's like I would say Sony is trying to sell like somewhere in around 6 million, up to 6 million units of the PlayStation 5 in their first quarter coming up. Right? So I'm like, okay. So if they come out with a game and it's like Breath of the Wild, basically everybody who's getting a Switch is getting a Breath of the Wild. If they come out with a game for the PlayStation 5 that does that, then they could sell 5-6 million in the first quarter. Then you could say, yeah, 90%, baby. Look at that attach rate, 90%. Instead of 4%. That means, guess what? Only 4% of your players are supporting your games. So meanwhile, while you're bragging about the sales of your units, nobody's buying your games, which is what the traditional the traditional way of approaching console markets is that you lose money on the sales of the console when you make it up in games and peripherals. But if they're not buying your games, how you gonna make it up? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But anyway, let me think about Hamilton. I feel better. See how that works? Look, we going to Hamilton now because Hamilton is on Disney Plus. I know that was a sharp skirt, but Hamilton's on Disney Plus, and it's good. It's good. I didn't even put this on live right now. HTTP S Twitch. I'll just do the Twitch. There we go. So yeah. So Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton. So before I talk about Hamilton, I want to talk about two films in which Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote most of the songs for, which is Moana, Disney film, and Mary Poppins Returns, Disney film. Both movies were great. Both soundtracks, songs, musical parts of these movies were great. I did not realize the magnitude of Lin-Manuel Miranda's skills until I saw Hamilton. Opti in chat says, "Are you going to be streaming on Facebook Gaming?" I don't know. I'm not gonna. I mean, if it does it automatically, whatever. But I'm on my personal Facebook right now. So, I guess, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. I'm not opposed to everybody's like, oh, I'm so Facebook sucks. Mark Zuckerberg is an alien. Look at his face. Look how he drinks water. And I'm like, you know what? I get more people watching me on Facebook than any other place. So whatever. Y'all want to go over to Twitch? That's fine too. I'll be over there too. Just saying. And eventually I'll be like, whatever. But, you know, I'm trying to figure out the YouTube again. I had it working, and then every other day they be messing it up. They be like, oh, you got to re-up this. And I'm like, huh? So, some people, I guess, switch, or I don't know what they do, but it doesn't matter. But Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton is the best musical ever. That's it. Period. Full stop. Hamilton. Remember when I think it was on MTV or BT, one or two. I think it might have been. I don't remember which one it was on, but they had it was it Carmen, the hip hop opera? Was it Carmen? I think it was Carmen, right? With Beyonce and Mos Def and all these other fools. They were rapping the opera. I think it was Carmen or Romeo and Juliet. I think it was Carmen. Maybe it was West Side Story. I don't remember what actual play or opera it was based on, but they were rapping and rhyming, blah blah blah, right? I was like, all right, that was all right. It felt low rent. It felt like they tried, yeah. Fireworks still going off, and I wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? It just didn't feel. You know what it was? The actual song sucked. that's why that didn't work. The Beyonce Mos Def. I love Mos Def. Mos Def that's my jam. Mos Def could spit anything. I'd be like, yep, he's good. Period. And sometimes he do some crazy, but still I'd be like, he's trying to do some stuff. But he'd be like, yo, I swing with fat cats to smack tracks over fat raps. I'm all like that. I tread the BK back road. 2020 about to put it on funk mode. And baby ball put a cord upon the needle head. And keep it still, hold it still while I lace up the verbal thread. About to blow it up. Mos Def. Yo, I've been rhyming ever since when I was growing up. It was good. Mos Def was, and that was back in 95 when he spit that. I was like, on the Bush Babies just cameoing, and he just killed it. He like destroyed. Like, who is the Bush? Yeah, most Def, y'all. Nah. I mean, I like the Bush babies, but come on, man. Most Def was just ahead of everybody. Anyway, Bond says, I visited my mom last Friday, and as I expected, I got another laptop. Cracked it open because it won't load past the splash screen. At least you get a splash screen. Yeah, man. You know what to do. Reformat. Slap a different hard drive in it. You know what to do. Anyway, so whatever that MTV, BET, Carmen with the freaking Beyonce, Mos Def, and whoever else was in it. I think Terrence Howard was in it. I don't remember actually. Opti. So what's the hot news about the Expo? Sorry, Opti says. So what's hot news we got about the Xbox this week? Everybody, we just all waiting for the July games thingy, and it's Scarlet Xbox Series S, which is it's different. Like people, I'll get back to Hamilton because there's no. I will never forget Hamilton. So, but the Xbox Series S seems to be it seems to be a smart move, but it's hard to tell because it's kind of the first of its kind. Now, what some people were saying is that it's just like this gen, except they're doing it all at the beginning. They're giving you the S and the X right away instead of waiting, 3-4 years and then give you an X. So I'm like, so you get the cheaper one and the premium one at the same time. So if you balling like that, you get the X because you balling. You putting in all your Bentleys and all your Ferraris and all your Libby Goo-Goos, right? But if you like, I got a budget, son, you get the S. And you still could play all the... If you got a CRT, you could get the S. Because you can't see all the Ks anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's what's up. So I'm like, that's the smartest thing. And then, how I'm hearing it, it's going to be just as powerful as far as CPU, but GPU, no, because they're not targeting 4K. They're not targeting all these CUs for ray tracing. They're like, it's going to be less ray tracing, most definitely, and there's going to be less Ks. So you don't need, if it's lower resolution, you don't need that much more GPU stuff. It's like, if you're going to run something in 40p, why you got a 2080 Ti, fool? Doesn't make sense, right? So, same difference. They're like, we're running in 1080p. What do we need? 4 teraflops? Bip, bip, whap. How much that cost cheaper? Bip, zip, zap. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. So, here we go. The Sony ponies come out. They're going to have to make 2 different versions because the Xbox Series S is going to hold back the X. And I'm like, they're explaining it that it's not going to. What Microsoft is doing is they're approaching this generation like what PC has been doing for decades, in that scalability. If you have a PC with a freaking RX 480 like me, you're going to be playing a game, right? At medium, maybe a little bit high, no ray tracing because that didn't exist. But the same game, and you got a 2080 Ti, guess what? 4K, baby, if you wanna. Or you do 1440p at like a 200 frames a second, ray tracing, all that good stuff. That's the same thing that the Xbox Series S and X are. And people don't understand it. And it's almost like Sony is living in a whole nother world. Kind of like Trump. Trump's like, yes, the virus, but we're doing great. And like, yay, Washington. Monuments around Mount Rushmore. Oh, Melania, your dress is so beautiful. Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to get I'm not even trying right now, but I'm trying to get into some kind of a Trump. I think I'm going to have to get a Trump impression down because I'm probably going to have him in some of my music. Because this pandemic, it's not even the pandemic, honestly. Tangent, not even the pandemic, right? You know what? The pandemic's not making me mad. People are making me mad. Now I work at a post office. I gotta be out there. If I had a choice to be home, guess what? If I had a choice to work at home and still get paid, guess what I would be doing? I would be home smiling in my drawers. in my drawers. There you go. I would be smiling with my feet kicked up, worky, loving it. Cause I ain't gotta spend no gas on the drive to work. I ain't gotta be around the peoples to be coughing on food. Like, what you doing, man? Cover your damn mouth, you nasty mother flower. Bond says my lappy won't dive into the HHD, nor my GF lappy. My laptop is Windows 10 and my girlfriend's laptop is Windows 8. Why don't you upgrade your lady's lappy, man? Cause 8.1 could go to 10. It's still free. You can still do that. Drive makes a loud ticking sound. Oh, that's done. That's done, son. No, that's the remember the video I was talking about that I made, Death of a Hard Drive? That's what it was doing. The ticking sound is the arm hitting the, it like resets. It goes like, it tries to read and it's like, I can't read it. That's what that sound is. That's the arm slapping. It's arm slapping. That's what that is. So your drive is done, son. Yeah, read right arm. Yep, that's what that is. So replace the hard drive. Clean install, my friend. You got a new lap. I might do that with some. I got some older XP laptops that I can't really do that. I can't do Windows 10 because it's so old. I junked that and swap in a 320 HHD hard drive. All right. I mean, look. I know you got extra hard drives lying around, and that's fine. So use that stuff up. But I'm just saying, you throw SSD and the world is a better place, especially for the C drive. That's the issue now. How to do a clean install? You need to make a, what is it called? Media blah 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 disk. You go to the Windows 10 you get Windows 10 from the Microsoft, wherever it is, whatever the actual website is Microsoft.com/Windows 10, whatever. You get it from there, and then you make a USB install disk basically, and you install it from the USB. It goes in there, and I don't think you need to. Went to MS site and it says I need to validate CD key. No, you don't. What it does is it gives you, like, you download it, right? And then it gives you Windows 10, but you need to like authenticate it basically, but you can still use it. You just can't like change your backgrounds and some other stuff, but you can still use Windows 10 as Windows 10. And there's some other stuff that is like, yeah, I don't care about that. I'm just trying to, open up YouTube and use this and that and the third. So you can still do it. There's other devious ways to get around that validation stuff, but you don't need a key. You don't need a key. I did it on the Vista laptop, and I'm gonna do it on this other computer, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah, and what it does, it puts a watermark on the bottom right corner that says you're not authenticated or something, or but you can get it. You have the download. That's where I'm at. Oh no, you know what it is? It's an app to create the media. So it's kind of a process, but it's not really. And I've only done it I think once or twice. So it's not Windows. It is Windows 10, but it's a media. I totally forgot where. I think I still have it on here. Oh, it's all behind stuff though. But it's a media create program that makes that has your computer make the. It's weird, but Windows 10 no, it's not the Windows 10 Update Assistant. Actually, the Windows 10 Update Assistant, you might be able to use that for the 8.1. You have the app and extracted the ISO image. You didn't have to do that. You could have just downloaded the app on just and install it on whatever PC and then move that. Wait, no, that's what you do. I'm sorry. You need to use another PC, right? So you download the app on another PC, and then you say I want to make a media disk basically, and you use a USB drive and you plug that in and you throw it to the USB drive, and then you put that USB drive into whatever your computer you're trying to re-up, and then it does it that way. I don't know if I explained that well, but Yeah, I have the USB. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. You have the USB Media Creator program. So, like I said, use that on a Windows 10 computer, right? And it'll create the media on the USB. So you plug in a USB drive, preferably an empty one, so you don't like lose anything or whatever. And you go through a process. Basically, you load up the app program, and it'll tell you, where do you want to blah blah blah. You want to make a disc, or you want to make a blah, blah CD or something, and it says it in there. It's super easy to follow, and you say click USB, and then boom, it does it. And then you take that USB, slap it in your lappies, you good to go. You restart it, and then you have to do the boot order. Obviously, you boot it to USB, and it takes you through the whole thing. It's super duper easy. It says I need an SD card with 4. Yes, yeah, yes. Do that. Definitely get. Yes, yeah. Follow the instructions. It's not as hard as I make it seem because I'm dumb. Bridget says, most Def, I liked him in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah. One of my all-time favorite movies. Yeah. Okay, back to movies. Less tech talk. Unless you have more questions, I'll answer them, of course. Anyway, Hamilton. If you haven't seen Hamilton, after I'm off, which will be in about an hour and 13 minutes, go watch Hamilton. It's long. It's 3.5 hours. It's about 3.5 hours. But it's worth 3.5 hours of your time, of any day, as long as you can stay alive, awake. Let's see where my mind is. Watch Hamilton. I'm going to watch Hamilton so many times. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the soundtrack, and then I'm going to capture the actual audio from what they put on Disney Plus, because I would guarantee that the audio is not going to be the same as what we watched. And that's what I always have problems when I see something live versus like album, or I see something live versus, oh, this was recorded at a different place and different time. There's always a little bit of variation in performances. So I want to capture the performance that hit me the first time, which was the Disney Plus joint. So I'll probably record the whole thing in one piece and then cut it up. That way I can have it. And I throw that joint in my radio in my car and be like, yo, Alexander Hamilton, not giving away my shot. Yo, I'm not gonna away my shot. I don't even know the words. And then watch the cold credits, because they got, I'm not gonna give away my shot, or whatever that song is called. I think it's called My Shot. And they got Busta Rhymes on it. They got all these fools on it. I was like, oh shit, this is a kind of better version of the song and just stuff. And it reminded me of 8 Mile, Lose Yourself, except I'm not going to say I don't like Lose Yourself. It's a good song. But I'm going to say that I'm not giving away my shot. I'm not going to blow. But I forgot what the hell song. Okay, you know what? I got to look it up. I'm sorry. I got to look it up. I'm not going to something my shot. Hamilton. Soundtrack? $25? Why did I say it like that? $25 with the list. Give me the list. Give me the list. Cast recording, explicit. Yeah, they say they edited out the MFers in the Disney Plus version, but they said everything else though. They said I think they said shit. I want a track list. Where's the track list? Go to track list. Track list. Soundtrack. Track list. There we go. Sorry, okay. What I missed. Take a break. The room where it happened. Oh man, there's so many good songs. There's so many good songs in Hamilton. It destroyed my brain cells. It said, you know what it did? It like went into my ear, said smack, wake up, sucker, and then went out the other ear, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what did I just watch? What? My brain couldn't fathom how good. You know when you see something good and you're like, damn, and you're smiling for a long time, and when your face stops smiling, your inside is still smiling. Dear Theolos, yeah, that was a good one. Come on, son, stop it. Stop. I already saw Hamilton. Click here to close. The room where it happened. That dude, Aaron Burr, the dude who he sung that one too. Theodosia was. He's a good singer. He's a good rapper too. He reminded me of Cannabis a little bit. Like he was kind of rah when he goes rah. Kind of gets rough, rugged and stuff. All right, so I'm not. What's that? My shot. Where the hell is my shot? I know it's in there. Alexander Hamilton. My shot is the third track, but I can't remember the whole actual. The lines before, not giving away my shot. It sounds like not gonna give it. Well, anyway, my shot is the track. That's a pretty dope. And there's a couple, and when they do the battles, they do like rap battles, but it's like Hamilton is like after the war, right? And Hamilton is a lawyer, or he's a lawyer. I think the first one he was a lawyer, and he was battling. I think he was battling Thomas Jefferson. And I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. Although the dude who played Thomas Jefferson, he also played Lafayette. He was in other things, and he's definitely a famous actor. But his flow was a little. It's like some people have like a smooth flow, a good like Method Man could flow, and his lyrics is dope, right? But some people, their flow is not the best. Lyrics might be tight, but the flow is 50%. If your flow is tight, but your words is kind of whacked, then it's like But you need the flow plus the lyrics. You know what I mean? I know, and flow is rhythm, but still, it's flow is super important. Damn, there's 46 tracks. It's a 3.5 hour show. So you know what I'm saying? Woof. Okay, wait. All right. So Alexander Hamilton, Aaron Burr, Sir. That's a good. How they did, Sir. I was like, all right. It's so. I'm smiling right now because it's so creative, and it's like uplifting. And it's everything. It's like all good emotions inside your body at once having a party. That's what Hamilton is. And even though there's super sad parts about the song, about the show, about the story, about the characters. And then, he's like, oh, yeah, that sucks. That's the sucky part, right? But when you have like the ensemble coming up, everybody's doing the harmonies and stuff. And that's another thing that's missing in music today. I know Zoe would agree with me. Right, Zoe? Harmony. Can we have some harmony, please? Remember when Boyz II Men was out? Remember, why was Boyz II Men so popular? Because it's four brothers singing, doing the acapella stuff. Harmony. That's why. I mean, the words were cool. Slowly, your eyes begin to see. All that stuff. Like, okay, that's good. Words and love song. Okay, sure. I can't let them love slip away. I can turn it around. You see? Only me. All that stuff. Don't go away from me. I'll be there for you. No, all that stuff. All the harmonies. They boop, 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 boop. That's what I miss about music in general. Harmonies. Please. That's one thing I'll say that's cool about Billie Eilish. We'll get back to Hamilton in a second. One thing that I say that's cool about Billie Eilish, even though her gimmick, I'm gonna call it a gimmick. Her gimmick is ASMR music. That's what she do. She's just like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? What are you wondering? She whispering. She like Mark Cerny up in here. Like, but it sounds good. You know why? Because they put 59 tracks of harmonies. Why? Because it sounds good. Phineas ain't no fool. He knows what's up. He's creative. She's a good writer. It's all good. So I give her a pass on the ASMR stuff, because the Yin Yang Twins did it first. Wait do you see my specs? I keep saying that because, anyway. Harmony's missing. That being said, guess what my songs is going to have more of? Harmony. Lin-Manuel Miranda light a fire up under my ass. Even though Hamilton is old, it's years old. Been out for a minute, right? I hadn't seen it. The thing that prompted me to actually start doing lyrics in these songs I'm doing for Grashers, video game I'm doing the music and sound for, is because I played Streets of Rage 4. Streets of Rage 4 is a good game. Love the animation. Super dope fly. Love it. But the music was like, yo, you know it's 2020, right? Why are y'all making 1992 songs right now? What is this? I was like, I mean, the music's not bad, but it's not today music. And the reason why Streets of Rage, the original, blew up and why people are like, yo, that music is bonkers, because it was contemporary music for the time. When it came out, it was like, yo, that sounds like a track that from the radio right now, son. And then they go, we're going to do Streets of Rage 4, and they do a song that's from 92, 92. I'm like, no, that's not what... I know as far as timeline goes, it's appropriate for the most part. I think it's actually a little dated. But if you're going to do a game and have the same impact, you have to follow the same formula. You have to make the music the best music. You got to be like, yo, that's video game music? Yo, that should be on the radio right now. You can't say that about Streets of Rage 4 music. You can say, yo, that sounds like back in the day music, which is fine for nostalgia, but that doesn't make what made the first game so special. Back to Hamilton. My Shot, The Story of Tonight, I don't remember. The Schuler Sisters, that was alright. Farmer Refuted, I don't remember that. You'll Be Back. A lot of these songs, I can't really... There's a few songs, like, you know, My Shot, Aaron Burr, Alexander Hamilton, there was a reprise of that. Story of Tonight, I guess there was a reprise of it. What was the one with King George? Yeah, Dear Theodosia. That's near the end. That was a good song. I ain't gonna lie, Opti. That was dope. But dude, that actor, man, I think he might have been the best singer. Yeah, he was. I think he was like the best. Well, male. Let's split it, female and male. He was the best male singer up there. Well, I liked him, and I liked the big dude too. He had a nice flow. He had a nice singing voice, and he had a nice rhyming voice. I think he had the best rhyming voice. Dude who played was he Jackson? Was he Andrew Jackson? Let me get the cast real quick. Am I on IMDb? I'm not on IMDb. Let me go to IMDb real quick. IMDb. They probably have the whatchamacallits on there too. They probably have the song list. They should have the song list. Alexander Hamilton. All right, so David Diggs. David Diggs was Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson. He was okay. Renee Goldsberry was Angelica Schuler, whatever. Jonathan Groff was King George. He was good. He was funny. Chris Jackson was George Washington. He was good too. I didn't know he could sing like that. He was a pretty good singer. He's from Bull. He's on Bull. Let's see who else. Peggy Schuler. Was Peggy the no, Eliza was whatchamacallit. Was Hamilton's wife. So Leslie Odom Jr. That's right. Leslie Odom Jr. And ensemble. There's a bunch of ensemble. Yeah, man. So wait, is the song list here? Because I guess I have to go back probably. Yeah, I'll go back. Alexander Hamilton. Dun 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 dun. Boom, boom. Come on. All right. So, not giving away my shot, but there was a lot of songs, dude, that played King George. Oh, he was. Oh. What? He was. He was the jock, right? Well, I thought. Wait, which one of those guys died? Who passed away? It was the other. Yeah, I don't remember. I know that One of the dudes passed away from Glee. The girl's boyfriend. I don't know if they were girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Yes, they put in work. Thought he was great too. Says Bridget. I told Bridget, buy the soundtrack. That's what I told her. I said, yeah, buy the soundtrack. Buy the soundtrack. And it's I didn't know it was 2 discs. I didn't know it was 46 songs. So $25 is perfect. I'm still gonna capture the Disney Plus audio because, like I said, there's something about listening to the original time that something touches the inside of you. Because I remember when I saw I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star, the Prince video that they put, I think it was probably on MTV, maybe BET. It was back in the day. And it was basically a live performance. It was on one of his shows. And Sheila E. was she was there too. That was when she was with him. And they did both songs. Like, as it appears on the album, they did I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star back to back as a video, music video. Well, I mean, they just filmed the live performance at one of his shows, and that's the version that I first heard was, I would die for you, and I was like, oh snap, that's dope. And then like hey, check me all out, Billy, now just might be too late. I am no Prince. Hey, I ain't got no money, but I'm it on personality. Batman Forever. What are you talking about? What you talking about? Bonds? The Matrix album? Nah. Batman Forever? Kiss from a Rose is a dope ass song. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably the best. Kiss from a Rose is the best vocal Batman song. I'm sorry, Prince, but Bat Dance cannot. Kiss from a Rose destroys Bat Dance. Although Bat Dance was cool. Shit, get the funk up. That was dope. But da 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 yeah. Come on, Heidi. Why, Heidi? He's a great singer. Why? Y'all couldn't work it out? Come on, Heidi. You just naming movies, not Bonds. Anyway. Watch Hamilton. I remember as a kid watching The Pirates of Penzance. And I was a little kid. So it was before I liked girls. It was watching G.I. Joe and the Transformers, and Pirates of Penzance comes on Showtime, and I'm like, I thought this was the greatest thing. A paradox. And I'm like, oh, this is the greatest thing, songs. Snappy snap. And I tried to watch it as a grown-ass man. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I couldn't do it. I was like, what the hell was wrong with me? But as a kid, I'd never seen a musical. You know what I'm saying? Like Zippity Doo-Dah and Supercalifragilistic and The Hills Are Alive with The Sound of Music, Doe a Deer, a female deer, Ray a Drop of Gold. That's probably the first song I learned because they taught us that in kindergarten. Kindergarten, I learned that song. I was like, I don't know what the hell. I can remember the words. So I'm singing it. I didn't know it was freaking from Sound of Music. Who knew that? I didn't know that. And also, later, Raindrops on Roses and Whiskers on Kittens. That's a good-ass song. Also from The Sound of Music. I had no idea. They didn't have us sing that one because that's a little bit more complicated melodically for a little kindergartner. So, Doe a deer, a female deer, Ray a tropical sun. Me, my name, I call myself. Five along with one. You know what I mean? Easy. Even though it's pretty melodic, but it's basic. Point is, Pirates of Penzance opened my eyes to musicals in that form. Although the production was super. You look back, it's like, wow, that's a whack ass set. They had one light. One big ass light. Big ass light in the sky. Then Linda Ronstadt's there, like, like, you're a good singer. And Kevin Kline's there, is like, I am a pirate. And the other people, I don't remember who's in it. I was like, And then, that's like I said, that opened my eyes to musicals. But I never really, like, I remember going as a I think it was in the 3rd grade, we went to see the Tap Dance Kid in New York. But the problem was that when we saw it, Alfonso Ribeiro had already left the production because I guess he got too big for it. So they had some other kid on it. So I was like, meh, I don't want to see that. I saw it. It was alright. It wasn't, it was tap dancing. It was, you know? And that's the same thing I was afraid of with Hamilton, because at one point, Lin had stopped doing it. You know, he was too busy. He was doing Mary Poppins and all that. He was doing Moana. And so he stopped doing the play, musical, whatever, play. I don't know who replaced him, but I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have a repeat of the Tap Dance Kid in my life and like just get ruined by it. So I'm glad I waited for the Disney Plus version, even though they blurped out the mother effer. It was still good. Bridget says, me for off topic a bit, a dream come true was also when we saw Trans-Siberian Orchestra December. It was a dream come true. It was alright. And Bridget's gone. Bye, Bridget. She said good show. Whatever. Man, me a sandwich. Just kidding. I think I'm gonna make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I get inside. You know you're sad when peanut butter and jelly makes you smile. You know, a lot of things make me smile when I think about Hamilton. In the context of Hamilton, like inside I get into my little Hamilton costume, which is just a box that says Hamilton on it. You know, basically a cardboard box, and I'm like, it's like a security blanket for these times that we live in, because the apocalypse is upon us. Sorry, had to adjust my mic a little bit. But point is that I know someone has done this. Maybe Manuel Miranda. Maybe he has done it himself. I want to know the word count in this production, because there are so many words, so many lyrics, if you will, in Hamilton. I was like, wow, how do y'all memorize all this stuff? I mean, this is ridiculous. It's crazy how many and I'm waiting for somebody to mess up, and I don't think I saw a mess up. I don't think I saw any mess up. And it's not like you could change a word here or there, right? This is a song. These are rhymes and stuff. It's easier for singing because there's not as many words in singing usually, depending on the rhythm. But dude, I was like, what? Okay. It was crazy. It was crazy. And some of the stuff is hard to understand, depending, like I said before, the flow. You know, if your flow is kind of weird, then it's hard to understand. And a lot of it comes down to emphasizing certain words, because the mind is a beautiful place. The mind is the beautiful mind. It's a beautiful mind. The mind is beautiful because us as humans fill in words when there are none. Like you say blackjack, holy smackety crack, yeah, and then going back or something. That was a dumb example. But you ever read there's like a jumble words, and they like mix backwards letters and numbers and stuff, but you can still read it because it's familiar. If that makes sense. So the mind can fill in certain words. If you leave a word out, or if you emphasize certain words, the phrasing in the lines makes sense without you having to say every individual syllable with precise clarity. You just need to say the keywords with clarity, and people will get the gist. They'll understand what the hell you're talking about. Like what I say talking about, right? Talking about. I didn't say talking about, I said talking about. Talking about. So it's the same difference. 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 You know, that's what I'm saying. So I say so same. So it's the same. So same. So same. Anyway. Honestly, At my funeral, play all of Hamilton. Play the whole thing. Y'all just sit there. Nobody needs to speak. Nobody needs to say nothing. Just sit there for 3.5 hours. Play Hamilton. You know what? You could have me. Not even in church. Just have like me in a little. Just burn me, crush me up, put me in a little jar, a little pickle jar or something, whatever. Put me in there. Turn on Hamilton and have a little party. Just relax and talk amongst yourself. That's all you need to do. That's all. That's it. That's it and that's all. Cause that's it. I don't need to look for anything else. Like I want to see some more music. Everything else is hot garbage right now. Everything else pales in comparison. Even Moana and Mary Poppins Returns. I'm like, because I saw those first, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. That's all right. Yeah, that's good. Then I listened to this. I was like, hold up. He did those, and he did this first, and then he went to, what? Did he fall off or something? What happened? Because Hamilton just destroys everything, and it's like the subject. It's like I could care less about Alexander Hamilton, George Washington, that whole, Revolutionary War stuff. I care less. Was it the Revolutionary War? Yeah, it was a Revolutionary War. I care less. They didn't even really. I don't think they taught us properly in school. I'm gonna say that. Many things I had no idea about until recently because the world is ending, so they figure, hey, knowledge now. So okay, sure. So I'm like, yeah, they didn't teach us about Hamilton. They didn't teach us about the intricacies of his life, his son. I think he had a daughter. I don't know. They mentioned her in the play, but they never showed her. I don't know. His wife, George Washington, as the first president. Him as secretary of what was he? He was he wasn't a vice president, was he? I don't actually remember what he was, as far as compared to George Washington, based on Hamilton the play. But I don't know any of that. And then I didn't know Jefferson's stance. I didn't know who was a Republican, who was a Democrat, and the differences between them and how they were different from back in the day to today. Republican and Democrats, they're different, totally different beast from back then. Alexander Hamilton, as far as, Alexander Hamilton was, New York. And he was for abolishing slavery, right? And Thomas Jefferson was like, nah, son. As far as I understood the play, I'm learning my history from Hamilton. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I should read up on it, honestly. I guess it's interesting, but then it will just kind of ignite the anger I have and bring to light the realization of the fact that this bipartisanship, this racism, all the things that are wrong with America have been wrong with America since the inception of America. And people don't talk about it. People don't read the parts of the Constitution where, black man isn't actually, 3/4 of a man or some shit? Some bullshit? I'm like, okay, that's fucked up. Sorry for the curses, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta curse. But, they don't teach that school. You gotta take a special class for that. 3/5? 3/5. You look. Yeah, I try to give us more. 3/5 sounds right. I was gonna say I was like 7/8. No, that's too much. 3/4, that's the easy. But 3/5, yeah. So yeah, it's just like, okay, all these things they don't teach. You don't learn that watching Hamilton. Negro equals 3/4 of man and property. Exactly. Automod held a message reason to allow. We'll post it in chat. Yeah, allow. Of course, allow. Come on, son. I don't have Bonds could say stuff. I think I have to update my I think you spelled it wrong too. But I think you spelled it wrong on purpose so that it would go through. But that's fine. But yeah. So the fact that I mean, I can understand why they wouldn't teach history the way it happened, the reality, because you would probably create a whole bunch of angry people, a whole bunch of angry young black people, for example. Even if they taught the actual history of Judaism or Jewish people, World War II, Holocaust, and all that stuff, they teach about it. But there's a lot of details that they don't talk about, and I think a lot of that stuff is important. And I appreciate the schooling that I had in New York. That's where I went to school. So the schooling that I do appreciate were the arts. I took commercial art for 2 years, advertising design. Whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it's called now. But that's not a regular high school, like down here type of high school thing. That's a vocational craft, a vocational course that is a special course that you probably get in a junior college after high school. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Lance. So Twitch says they're gonna watch my post because I may have said something they don't like. So the bots of Twitch is KJ about my type Negro and chatbot. Yeah, I know that. No, what they do is when you say certain keywords or whatever. I don't think I even have that word in my but I have to check. I have to go back and check. I know I have the NIGGER or A, maybe A too, because some people are racist. But Negro is not a. It's a hot word. It's contentious, depending on who says it. But there's no way to, I don't think, articulate those times without using that word in certain contexts. So it's fine. I have no problem with that word. I got no problem with you saying bad stuff. It's fine. But I definitely got to go back in my word list and kind of edit it up a little bit. Put some F's and S's in there. I tried to be clean. I tried to be like, Bridget wants me to be clean, and I was like, whatever. So, but yeah, just keep typing. I'll whatchamacallit. I'll permit it. I'll permit it all. Okay. But yeah. Oh, actually, it did permit those words, so you can use it now. So that's fine. But anyway, Hamilton. Besides Hamilton, the play, the musical, being the best thing I've ever watched with my eyes and my ears, mainly my ears, but my eyes helped. It helped with my eyes. Besides it being that, actually sparked a little bit of an interest in my brain about the actual history of America. Who was George Washington? How many slaves did he own? How did he treat his slaves? So I understand the hatred in people saying, oh, George Washington owed slaves, so let's tear down the statue. I understand that, but I need to know more. Was George Washington a bad person? Did he treat his slaves, even though the concept of him having slaves, owning slaves in itself is bad, he could have been the best, the most just slave owner. Hard to put it in any other words, but in the U.S., he could have been like, technically I own you, but no, not really. You live here, you work here, you get paid, you get food, you get shelter. If you need something, I'll get it, or I'll have someone get it. We'll hook you up. Just pick that cotton, fool. It's an immigrant job. And another thing that I didn't realize when I was a kid, my father always said, cotton picker. That cotton picker. That cotton picker is this and that cotton picker, blah, blah. He's not racist, obviously, because he's mixed. He's a mutt. He's less of a mutt than I am, but still, only by a little bit. And his father was black as night. So, yeah, that's that. But, yeah, he's not racist, but instead of saying the other word, the N-word, he said that. And I didn't know. I just knew that was something he said, but I didn't know what the context was. And when I realized what the context was, I was like, oh, that's what that was. And he stopped saying it. Not because I realized what it was, but I think he just didn't feel the need to say it anymore. So what does he use? He's been cursing a lot more because he's getting older, and old people like to curse more. They just like, you know what? I'm at the end of my life. Fuck it. That's what happens. Is just start cursing, which is fine. But yeah, it's kind of messed up as far as education goes. I'm glad the internet exists in respects in that information is there. When I was a kid, this didn't exist. I couldn't go on Google and type like, "What? I have a question. Let me ask to internet." I didn't have that luxury. So I asked my parents. Did they know? Maybe. Asked the teacher. Do they know? Maybe. I mean, you realize soon that teachers are just people who read stuff they're gonna teach you. They're like curriculums. It's like, especially in the lower education, they're not super intelligent. I mean, some are cool, some are, but teachers they teach you the basics, but also it's about social. The high school, it's about social interactions. It's about shaping little people into bigger grown people. So it's a lot more than just learning facts and stuff. And that's what teachers are there for. It's about, hey, you guys need to sit down in a room, all 20, 30 of you, and be quiet and listen. It's about training, if you will, or teaching little young people how to behave in society for the most part, generally speaking. Bond says the high schools have a mandate set forth by the state. Yes, that's true. And that's another problem. Speaking about individual states and their curriculum and mandates, because it's like Catholic school, they're not going to teach you a lot of stuff in Catholic school because it's Catholic school. They're going to teach you about Jesus and the Bible, it's study time, and they'll teach you some math maybe and stuff, but they won't teach you. Yeah, will they teach you about the Holocaust? The Holocaust? Maybe. I don't know. I never went to Catholic school. But some schools in some states, they're like, it's like, what are you, huh? They're like, oh, the earth is flat. I'm like, wait, what? And it depends on the teacher, too. They may slip some stuff in. They may slip in their agendas. So I'm glad us humans, for the most part, are a little bit more clever or intelligent than what is regurgitated in our direction. I'd say the most of us. I'm not going to say everyone, because some people are empty shells of human waste, and they just absorb stuff and they just spit it out this way. It's just like they just spreading the word. They're playing telephone, and I'm like, yeah, y'all don't have you guys don't have any critical thinking. You don't ever question the words that come towards you. You just believe it all. You just eat it all up, right? And I think about the young people today. Me and Bridget just watched the thing about spelling bees, and how it's really about how it's dominated by Indian American children, and it's really about work ethic, and the fact that all these kids are basically first generation immigrants for the most part, and that first generation immigrants, kids of immigrants, usually are kind of pushed harder to do well in society because their parents had it so hard. They had to come to this country and scrape and scramble just to get you guys here so you guys can do better than what we had back home. And that gets lost sometimes throughout the generations. The longer you're here, the lazier you get. Not really lazy, but you don't have that same experience that the immigrants came from wherever. The hardships that they had to go through in order to get here, to find a better life. And that happens, Bond says the state will allow knowledge to get a person up to speed to work, pay taxes, use seatbelt, watch 4 hours of TV a day, cheer for sports, and vote for the guy that promises to educate your child after failing you. Yeah, Yeah, it seems like to me, being a 45-year-old bastard, not a bastard. My parents were married. Um, Figuratively, I'm a bastard. Um, it seems to me that the education system, for the most part, is there. I'm just saying the system itself, not individual teachers, but the system itself is there for bare minimum type of stuff. And what happens also is that it's really about numbers, because all I keep hearing things like, oh, they're trying to eliminate testing. I guess SATs or whatever, FATs or whatever they are down here. I took an SAT in New York, but it's different down here. FCAT, all that stuff. They want to eliminate those because nobody's going to school, everybody's homeschooled, and kids aren't really learning at the same capacity because they're kids and they figure out ways to not cheat but not pay attention. They put up a picture or an old video of them on the screen while they're playing, they're playing Xbox, I'm gonna say, or the Switch. They're their ways to do that. But it seems like individual teachers, there are always teachers out there that do shine. That you're like, you think back about your own education, you say, oh, yo, I remember Mr. Levine. He was my 5th grade teacher. And one day, he was a cool dude. He was a tall white man, blondish hair. And he did a magic trick for us in school, right? So we're sitting there. He did it every year for the kids, right? And so as a 5th grader in his class, and 5th grade was the blue section. Our elementary school was color-coded. It was Lincoln Elementary School in Mount Vernon, New York. And the principal at the time, I think he passed away as of late, was Captain Lou Albano's brother, George Albano. And being that the case, Captain Lou Albano would come to the school sometimes. And all the kids were like, yay! And I didn't know about wrestling at that point. After that, I looked into it. I was like, oh, wrestling's kind of cool. And I watched a little bit of it, but I wasn't a super wrestling kid. So Lou Albano came in I saw him a couple times. I'm like, hey, there he is. And they're both fat. Lou had the hair with the rubber bands and the goatee and stuff. And George, his brother, just shaved with color in his hair. He looked like a principal. A principal version of Lou Albano. And I think George was younger. Anyway. So, go back to the color coding. Every grade was color coded. So, I don't remember what first grade. I don't even know if there was first grade there. But 5th grade was, 2nd grade was red. 3rd grade was blue. 4th grade was yellow. 5th grade was blue again, because I believe 3rd and 5th grade shared. No, they didn't share us. No, they did share a section or something. So it's 5th grade is blue, 6th grade was green. And it was all the carpets and the walls. And it was like, oh, this is kind of cool, yeah. And then after that, 7th and 8th grade were middle school, 9 through 10 high school. That's how it worked in New York. So Mr. Levine, my 5th grade teacher, he did the magic trick. So the magic trick was to make his leg disappear. And so as a 5th grader, he set it up so all the students are on the one side. He did the magic trick, boom. And we were like, how did he do that? Oh my God. I didn't know how he did it. I was like trying to figure out, like, how the hell did he do that? And then when I was in 6th grade, I saw him do it from the other side. And I saw how he did it. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it was like a learning experience. And it was also kind of me learning the character of him. You could say, oh, he was a cool teacher because he did a magic trick for the kids, right? I'm like, yeah, okay. But for him to care that much to do a goofy magic trick to entertain children, to make the kids laugh, to make us laugh, to make me laugh and like wonder, to bring wonder into someone's mind and life and heart makes you feel better. That childish kind of feeling. And I think Hamilton, going back to that, Hamilton gives you that. Besides it besides the songs and the music being excellent, top notch, emotional, beautiful, fly as hell, it gives you the emotions of the songs, the arrangement, the harmonies. It's like I saw no flaws, not really. And if there were flaws, it was so good that the flaws were invisible to my eyes because my brain was so immersed and wonderstruck from what it was giving me emotionally, which turned into inside, I guess, is the releasing dopamine or whatever it was doing. It worked. And I mean, seeing it live would have probably been super dope fly too, but I mean, there is something to be said about seeing a live performance like that, but it still gave it to me. It still worked. The magic trick worked. So, out of all the things I've seen, better than me falling in love with video games. That's blasphemy, I know. I'm gonna have to hand in my gamer card. Now I'm a freaking thunder. You heard that thunder? Boosh. Now I'm a freaking theater snob because Hamilton. Because of Hamilton. I've seen like 4 plays in my life, maybe. What? Tap Dance Kid. I'm talking about live plays. Tap Dance Kid. Something about a woman's story. I don't even remember what it's called. I saw that with Bridget. Holy crap. I've seen more than 2. Hold up. Tap Dance Kid. That thing with the woman ladies. Shoot. What else did I see? I've seen more than that, but it doesn't matter. I've seen at least 2 that I can remember right now. I always wanted to see Book of Mormon as well, but I can't see anything topping Hamilton right now. I can't see. Hamilton's so good. It's over 3.5 hours. I want to watch it again. That's how good it was. I'm like, yo, I want to listen to it on repeat in my car, in my ears. That's how good Hamilton was. So I'm like, and a lot of stuff doesn't. That's not how. For me, you know, I listen to a song and it didn't get played out or whatever. But sometimes a song is good forever, right? Hamilton has some tracks that are good forever, and maybe I'll listen to it and cull the list a little bit. Maybe I'll have like 20 songs that are bangers. You know what I mean? But as a whole, overall, I mean, I know for a fact that there's some songs on there that are like, I can skip that one. But for the most part, Hamilton is a 10 out of 10. Better than, you know what, all this talk about, The Last of Us 2, 10 out of 10, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's the best thing, 10 out of 10, I love it, right? All this talk about Last of Us 2 and all the controversy, all the bad stuff about The Last of Us 2, right? And the fact that like the story is like depressing and everybody's murdered it's super depressing. Hamilton erased all of that from my. It didn't erase it from my memory, but the feeling inside of my heart, soul, right here, the middle part, it's nothing but happy. There's an H there, stands for happy. Also stands for Hamilton. Hamilton replaced all of the vitriol and the bad stuff that was occupying inside of me from all the protests, all the police brutality, I mean, that's still there, but it was a reprieve. I'm stuttering. It was a mental vacation away from the bullshit reality that we're living in right now. And thank you, Manuel Miranda. I keep messing up your name. Sorry. Thank you, because I'm good for a while. I'm still angry, but I've been able to compartmentalize my anger, and I'm putting it all the way back in the shed. No roof is getting rained on. I don't care. I don't care about the anger right now because Hamilton has lit a fire, and it feels good. And the feel good is what I want. That's what I want all the time. That's how I feel like. That's how I think that drug addicts feel like. They're like, yo, I need that. You know what I'm saying? They forget about the world. They forget about us. They just get chasing the high. And that's what Hamilton gave me. He gave me that little high inside. And I still feel it. And I just wish that more people can feel that. And I wish that more people wouldn't be hateful and angry. And I'm angry all the time. And I'm angry towards Bridget a lot of the time. And I'm angry and it's unwarranted. And I hate being angry. And a lot of times I try not to be. I try not to say anything when I'm angry because I know I'm angry. And when I say something, when I'm angry, it's going to be bad, right? And then she complains about, you don't ever talk, communicate. And it's like, I don't say nothing because I'm angry. It's like, I can't, I would rather her be mad at me for not saying anything than open my mouth and say something stupid. And that's my equation to work out. I need to figure out that problem. Sorry, Bonds, I've been ignoring you. Bond says, my high school English teacher is the reason I am a cinephile. Movies. I can watch a film for the glory of it, the passion, image, symbolism. Yeah, that's true. I've turned Bridget into a not so much a cinephile, but she was all about music. She had a giant tape collection, CDs and stuff, right? And then I came by, I was like, yo, man, look at these movies. And then she flipped, and I turned it into movies. So, in a way, a little bit. American cinema, French cinema, Asian cinema, and more. French cinema's good. American cinema, is pretty good. Asian cinema is really cool. I'm going to say British cinema. Like, there's a lot of British, well, I don't say a lot of. But, like, Guy Ritchie, I like his films. And I also like Christopher Nolan. There's a handful of them that are like, yo, what? Crazy. Bonds also says, then there's photography. That and film are side by side. I love landscape shots in a film and a photo. Yeah. Also, my GF says you are so enamored with that film as she sits here and hears you from my tablet. Yeah. It's not even a film per se. They just filmed, quote unquote, filmed the live performance. I'm not sure. I think it was in New York when they did it. So it's more of just a capturing of the live performance. So I don't consider it a film. I consider it a recording of the play of Hamilton. So that's how I approached it. I didn't approach it as a film because it wasn't like Les Miserables. I can't even talk. Les Miserables. Wow, Les Miserables. With a Les Miserables. I can't say it. Anyway, I'm not having a stroke. I swear. I'm just dumb. Anyway, with Hugh Jackman, where he got all crackheady. It's not like that. It's not a film version of the play or Broadway. It's a filming of the Broadway, exactly. So one stage moves around a little bit. It's pretty good. It's good. And they did such a good job of how the stage is and stuff with the just like moving sections of the stage and going around the circle. It's like, oh, that's pretty dope. But the music and the lyrics and the performances and the flows, and let's be real. This is like 99.9999999% musical. There's like one or two lines that are actually spoken as sentences. But it's all singing and rapping and stuff. And it's so good. And it's like that New York hip hop, that 90s hip hop. There's a little bit of, they try to put in some kind of, reggaeton type of stuff a little bit of trap. Maybe one or two, barely. But it wasn't like, oh, it's like today's hip hop. Nah, it's perfect. It's perfect. And it's really about, those were cool, like the rap stuff was cool. But the My Shot was cool. What was the other song? I totally forgot what it was. Story Tonight, You'll Be Back, Satisfied is a good song. Man, look, he's such a good writer that there's certain songs in Moana that they do like they kind of go back and forth, like one singer will do one line, da, 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 and then the next singer will do a similar line but mirror the melody, da, 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 and just kind of meld the melodies. He does that like crazy in Hamilton, and Moana came out after Hamilton. So I'm listening to Hamilton. I'm like, oh, that's, and you can hear the similarities. Like, oh, it's not like he bit his own thing and put it. It's like, and it's like way better in Hamilton. I'm like, woof, this is really good. This is like the order that we experience Lin-Manuel Miranda's I always, his stuff was Moana, Mary Poppins Returns, Hamilton. And that is the order you should absorb his content, because Moana, it's a Disney movie, The Rock's in it, blah blah blah. It's all right, it's cool, right? So, and there's actually, I think there's better songs, but it was it's the Moana soundtrack is for the most part really enjoyable to listen to, because we listen to it on the way we driving up to Canada, and we listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over. It's like, remember that time we went to Canada? Just throw on Moana. That's what it is. Mary Poppins Returns, we watched one time. It was alright. It's like, okay, yeah. It's not memorable. I don't remember a song from Mary Poppins Returns, but we only watched it once. Hamilton, we saw it once. And I remember not gonna make my shot. Yo, I'm not gonna make my shot. That, you know what? Honestly, I don't remember a lot of the songs. I remember the Schuler Sisters was okay. That was a trio with the three sisters, obviously, and they were singing. It was mainly a duo, really, with the oldest sister and the middle sister. I totally forgot their names. Story of Tonight, Wait for It, I think is another song that's pretty dope. This is so, as a amateur songwriter, I'm gonna call myself an amateur songwriter, even though I am professionally contributing to a video game, and I've had stuff released out on the interwebs for sale. Don't know if that makes me professional. Indie artist, if you will, at most. But as someone like that, writing songs for specific characters and specific instances, I feel it is easier for the game that I am working on, because it's lighthearted and it's not serious and it's not a lot of factual things I need to fill in. It's really about, I'm just writing a bunch of boss battle tracks that happen to have lyrics in it. So it's really from the perspective of the boss monster. So you're fighting the boss, and he's basically spitting lyrics at you like, I'm gonna squash you with my fists and you'll be just turned to mist, and I forgot what the lyrics were on with the I'm gonna smash you is the first track I wrote. And the boss is literally a giant monster with big smashers. And that's what he goes smash, 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 and creates earthquakes and all kind of stuff. So it goes with the bosses, particularly. So it's kind of easy to write. It's not too intricate. I can get creative with the rhyme schemes and stuff, but I also want the melodies to be hooky. So I'ma smash you, I'ma smash you, I think you better run because I'm gonna smash you. I'ma smash you, I'ma smash you, I think you better run because I'm gonna smash you. That's the hook, basically. And I throw in like a third, some harmony and stuff on it. Not too super crazy, because that was the first track I did, and I wasn't too sure about how I wanted to go about it. But now, listening to Hamilton, watching Hamilton, it's like I'm going for it. I'm not giving away my shot. Wait for it. What comes next? Now stop. I'm just reading the song titles at this point. You'll be back to listen to the tracks. Still alive, I said that already. Helpless, you'll be helpless when you hear my tracks, son. 10 Dual Commandments. Okay. So, the 10 Dual Commandments is basically a take on the 10 Crack Commandments by Biggie Smalls. Remember that? The 10 Crack Commandments. That's DJ Premier joint. Rule 1. I forgot the lyrics. Rule number uno. Never stop where you know. I forgot. I totally forgot the lyrics to 10 Crack Commandments. But 10 Dual Commandments is basically a play on that. And they started doing it. They didn't bite the beat exactly. It was just like a similar kind of vibe beat, but it wasn't the same. But when they started that, I was like, there's like the 10 dual commandments, and they started. I was like, are they really doing the 10 crack commandments right now? And they did it, and I was like, oh snap! So that kind of blew my mind real quick. I was like, oh boy. I was like, you know what? Props to Lynn. Props. It's just, I can't say anything else. I can't say anything else besides saying the same thing I've been saying for 2 hours or hour. Is that this is unparalleled. Even though I would say that I don't have an extensive catalog of experience of musicals, but from what I have experienced, never smoke, never get high on your own supply. Rule number 2. Never sell, I can't remember. So it's never get high on your own supply, never smoke your own supply. Come on, man. If you're going to get the lyrics, but thank you for, never get high on your own supply. No, rule number 1, never sell crack where you, it doesn't matter. High School Musical is greater than Hamilton. Opti, you need to stop playing, Pace. I ain't playing with you right now. You better not say nothing about Hamilton. Hamilton, if I had 10 children and one of them was Hamilton, it would be my favorite child. You know, parents, they have multiple they got favorites. It's like, I love them all, and they're all unique. Like, no, stop lying. You got favorites. Stop playing. That's why I ain't got no kids. I got pets. We got dogs and cats and fish. I got favorites. I like Danny a little bit more than I like Belly. But I do like Belly because she snuggles a little bit better. But Danny be giving you them puppy eyes. That fool is like 5 years old. He used to be like, I'm like, you know, flower. He's on drugs right now, so he's a little crack dog. But yeah, I look at the fish. I'm like, some of you I like better than others. Like, we got some new fish because we adopted. Can you believe we adopted fish? Yep, I said that right. A friend of Caroline's, a friend of ours, had fish, and his son was like, not derelict of duty, wouldn't take care of the fish, and he's like, yo, y'all want some fish? And he's like, okay. And so we scooped some fish. So we got a big old fish, he's like this big. Call him Blue because he's like white and silvery blue. He's got like a pearl kind of. He's like, he looks like a giant grouper, but he's not a grouper. He's the most gentle fish that I've seen in a while. He's the biggest fish in the tank right now. He's just like, dee, and he's a little timid and scared, but he's cool. But he's my favorite fish besides Ebony, who is an albino pleco. She's still my favorite, but as far as the new fish, Blue's pretty good. Blue's my favorite too. They're both my favorite. They're tied for first. Bonds also said, I was thinking the bot would flag the word hi. I am on the radar. Look, now if you type whatever you want, Bonds, because it gives me, it shows me what it doesn't want to show, and then I can approve it, and it'll add it to the list that, you know what I mean? So don't worry about it. Just put whatever you want. It's all good, man. It's all good. So yeah. But I'll appreciate, you could put hi. You could put hi on your own supply. You could even just put HI. It'll probably let you do it that way. I think. I would assume. But hi, yeah, I don't think. I only have a few choice words in the thing. But like I said, I gotta go back and mess with that stuff. But anyway, winding down. I got like 10 minutes left. But I do want to reiterate. I feel really good. I feel like the happy feeling that's been in my chest for about 2 hours or so. It was an hour and a half. Talking about Hamilton, reminiscing about the experience I had viewing the performance. I feel kind of like I'm doing some stuff. Feel a little euphorical. Not really. I'm not like, ooh, but I feel good right there. I feel like I need a nice tasty sandwich to put the cherry on top of this right now. Peanut butter jelly, here we come. Maybe I'll have a egg burrito. I got some scrambled eggs in there. I could bust it out. Bond says, I know the lyrics. Grew up in Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn, New York. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember them. My memory is going, which is bad because I'm not that old. And I think my shingles, and I think it's part shingles and part vertigo. I had both. I think I still have a touch of vertigo, and shingles kind of, I was gonna say it's gone, but it's kind of still in the back, chilling in the shadows. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come back, more flower. It's just waiting till I slip up. But stuff like that never kind of goes away. But what won't go away is the nerve damage it caused and the scarring. But luckily, the scarring in my eyeball does not block my vision. It's outside of the range of my actual iris. But nonetheless, the damage to the nerve endings in my ocular brain cavity, because basically it's in the eye, back in the head, down, right? So that, like I said, plus the vertigo is kind of messing with my brain. Also, I was on freaking drugs for like 2 years. Just got off of them, so I think I'm kind of getting back to not being on that stuff. So maybe I'll come back up, but I think I do need to do some supplements, some maybe some Alpha Brain, maybe some CoQs. So I joke about the ginkgo biloba, but maybe that worked too. But yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to taking some supplements to help my brain, and also cut out sugar more. I think that's one thing. So I just want to kind of sharpen up that memory. Oh, what's up? What's up, Legend? I'm sorry, I didn't notice if you just popped in. Or one thing I don't like about Facebook is that it doesn't give you a timestamp, because that way I can see if I missed you like 10 minutes ago or not. But what's up, man? Aloha. I hope things are going well with you down there. I know it's been spiking a little bit in Hawaii, but I hope you and the fam, you and wifeys and puppies is doing good. You know what I mean? The optic nerve. Yeah. I don't think it was the optic nerve. It was in my eye. So you know what? It might have gone through the eye. It didn't really. Wait, I'm trying to think now. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was either the optic nerve or something adjacent to it, because it didn't really. It was kind of like when people, like Bridget has migraines all the time. So when you have a migraine and it was sensitive. I was sensitive to light at one point. I think it was mainly because of the pain. So I don't know if that was an optic. It probably was an optic nerve thing, but regardless, I feel good now. I feel really good. I feel better. I feel better than ever. And I've been exercising a little bit. Do a little housey stuff. Yeah, I know it's in the back. Yeah, I know. I don't want to look up a. I don't want to do that right now. I'm losing energy. Hamilton has made me climax, if you will. That sounded dirty, didn't it? It did sound dirty. But Legend, if you haven't seen Hamilton, it's on Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus, get Disney Plus. Get the free trial for 7 days or whatever. Watch Hamilton. It will make you feel better. It will make you feel so good in your and I mean, like I said this before, you just came in. It made me feel so good that it erased all of the negative news about The Last of Us Part 2, all of the negative stuff, all of the murder and the death and destruction in that, and it made the world seem like a better place. I know it's corny, but it kind of makes, it was just like, wow, I can think about Hamilton and not be pissed off about how stupid Trump is. Or not how stupid he is, but how stupid the things he says are 99.999% of the time. It's just, and it's not just him, it's anybody saying something stupid. Like, what are you, Candace Owens, like, what are you doing? I just said her name, but I didn't get mad because of the things she said, because I still have Hamilton jumping inside of my chest right now. And maybe you watch it and you don't get the same thing, right? I'm not trying to hype it up like that, but maybe you watch it and it's like, it's alright, it's okay, and that's fine. But what I wish for everyone listening right now is that you find the thing that does to you what Hamilton did to me, because it's just the best feeling. Legend says, I never seen Hamilton. Maybe I should, but I don't have Disney Plus. Yes, you should. And Disney Plus has a free, I think, 7-day trial, I believe. You cancel after 7. Cancel after the day that you watch Hamilton. Just watch Hamilton and just cancel it. You could do that. It's super easy. Or you can just buy it a month and then cancel it or whatever. It's only, I think it's $8, $7 a month. So yeah. But like I said, do the free trial and then cancel it. If I didn't have Disney Plus and I wanted to see Hamilton, I would do that. Watch Hamilton and maybe watch a few other things like The Mandalorian. Watch The Mandalorian. And then cancel it. You can do that in a week. Easy. But definitely watch it. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Excellent. It's the best thing I've seen. It's the best thing I've seen. I'm trying to parse all of my experiences. And some people are like, well, the day that my child was born, don't have kids. The day that I got married to the Bridgets. Yeah, it's alright. I'm glad she's not listening. She's probably listening. She probably came back in. She's like, how dare you? She's going to slap me through the internet right now. She's going to slap me through the networks. How dare you? I'm the one. Oh, no. Hamilton was pretty good. I would say I'll be sleeping in the doghouse, but we're already social distancing because I'm a mailman. She didn't want to get the Ronies, even though we tested negative because we had tests. I understand she's a little paranoid about that stuff, but that's fine. I don't hate her for it. I let her do her. And hopefully she's happy. Bond says I fired up the Xbox One. 73 free games, some from the Xbox 360. 73 free games. Wow. Huh. You just got the OG Xbox One? Wow. Yeah, I gotta look up. I got hundreds of games on there. That I own from Gold, because I usually when they come up I just grab them. But that plus Game Pass, I'm like, I'm not buying Halo Infinite. I am buying The Witcher. Wow. I am buying Cyberpunk, because like I said before, a physical copy of that is a must. And they always put some cool stuff in it, and I want to support them because it seems like they are, and Microsoft to a certain extent are really pro consumer, pro gamer, pro consumer more so than any other companies that I've seen lately. Forza Edition, ooh, fancy. Forza. Wow, what does that look like? Forza Edition. But yeah, go watch. Get Disney Plus. Go watch Hamilton. It's 1 terabyte. That 1 terabyte is full. I gave my nephew the Xbox 360. You could delete the games, free up space. You still own the license. The ones that you download from Gold, you still own the license on those. Especially the 360 games, you own those, as long as you're a Gold member or Game Pass or whatever. Because Game Pass, I got Game Pass Ultimate, so that's Gold included. So what? Oh, Forza Edition. Forza Edition, Xbox. Oops. Xbox One. Oh wow, that's that one. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I for some reason I thought it was red, but it's not red. It's not red. That's a cool. That's a cool. That's the OG Xbox. Wow. Yeah, I got the OG Xbox down here underneath here. I'm gonna hook it up eventually. I think I'm gonna put it in like developer mode and do an emulator on it. I think you can still do that. I think I'm gonna do that just to fool around with it. But I have to redo this studio. I want to put wood up and paint the walls and extend it this way. So I got a lot of stuff to do, but I'm done. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hamilton got me spent, son, in a good way. You know what I mean? I need a cigarette. I don't smoke. Yeah, I can't recommend. I can't recommend it enough. If you're married, sit down with your significant other. If you got kids, beware, there are curse words in it. Although Disney does censor out the MFer, the mother flower words. I think it happens twice. But there are other stronger words that aren't. I think shit. It might be a word that's in there. I think that's in there a couple of times, but it's not overly cursy. It's still. I don't care if you got little kids. I'd be like, yeah, watch it. It's good. MS between the 360 PC and Xbox One, I think I have about 150 games, some free and paid for. Yeah, I got a few paid for. So wait, do you have Game Pass Ultimate? So you taking advantage of the PC stuff? I have Game Pass Ultimate. I don't. Oh, the one game I downloaded was Gears Tactics, and I played a little bit of it, but I deleted it because I'm running out of room on my C drive, and I put it on my C drive because SSD and it was faster. So I wanted to just do it that way. I should probably download it again on my D drive, or just get another SSD. Basically, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get another SSD. Put some stuff that I need on there that's not necessarily super urgent, and just do the OS on the one SSD and not really clog it up and stuff. But anyway, appreciate your legend, Bridget. Everybody on Facebook, if you want to get a shout out, just type in and say what's up in Facebook or in Twitch, and I'll definitely read what you got to say. But I'm about to end anyway, so Doom Plague, Normie. Let me see who the people is on in chat. Alt Binary 667 Burr Derek H. What's up? Hopefully all is good with you. Doom Plague Havoc 978. Oops, I went too far. Jedi of Light, Jordan Powers, 1995, Malcolm Owen, Metal, Normie, 477, Shadow Next Gen, Sub-Z, and Watch Dragon. Appreciate y'all hanging out in Discord. Remember, I'll put in my actual Discord, my Discord link, so that you guys can pop over there if you want to. That's my Discord. Pop over there if you want to. Also, a legend, if you want to join my Discord, you could do that. I'm in there every Sunday. Or, if you want to pop some stuff in, DM me, whatever. Yeah, that's the R9Cast Discord. I think we're going to probably do an Electron Bandit 1 eventually. Hey, Ayana! Cousin. Ayana's in chat. Hello. Ayana, you need to watch Hamilton. It is on Disney Plus. Tell her to go and get the 7-day trial of Disney Plus. It's I don't know if she has a smart TV. I'm not too sure, but you could. It's an app, whatever. You can watch it on your phone. Just get it. Watch Hamilton. Has a few curse words in it, but I think everyone is old enough to. Yeah, everybody's pretty. Yeah. Family affair, everybody, watch it. It's so good, except for little Aiden, but he doesn't understand words. He's a little chunky butt. He doesn't understand a word. Watch Hamilton. Watch Alexander. It's on Disney. It's the best thing. I mean, I could go another hour talking about how good Hamilton is, but I'm not gonna do that. But I appreciate. Bond, you got a Discord too? I go play some Halo online. Yo, give me your Discord. Give me a link to Discord and I'll join your server, man. Hook it up. But yeah, everybody join my Discord. I want more people in there. I only have 1.5. That's me and my shadow. Nobody's there. I'm trying to build audiences and stuff. Because if Jimmy Fallon could sit home with his hair all messed up, with a whack ass, I don't know what he's using, an iPad or something, and his family running around making all kind of, oh, we have this, good. Watch Hamilton, watch The Mandalorian, that's pretty good too. Don't watch, what's that new one with the kid? He's like a Scottish little kid, and his daddy is Colin Farrell, and his not Phineas, I forgot what it's called, but it's a dumb movie. It's supposed to be, it has like, I can't, it's so bad that Hamilton has erased everything from my brain except for The Mandalorian, of course. You can't forget The Mandalorian. But yeah, check it out. Yeah, so that's it. I think I'll be back. I need to finish the video, so hopefully this week I'm gonna finish the video. That way I can stream during the week, because I can't stream while I'm doing the video because my computer sucks. Unless somebody want to just buy me a really high-end power. Hey, Microsoft. I mean, you're closing out Mixer. So the least you could do is buy me a computer. Not buy me. Sponsor me a Surface something. I'll use that to stream. Oh, you give me a Surface Studio. Psh, I'm with that all day. I'll unbox that in the I was gonna say in the kitchen. That doesn't make sense. I'll unbox it and then put it away because I have to redo my whole studio for it. If I got a Surface, I'd have to, I don't know what I would do. I'd have to really anyway, it doesn't matter. Remember, find the thing that will make you feel how I felt when I saw Hamilton. Find the thing that is in this world that will make your insides tingle and smile. When your insides are uncontrollably smiling, then keep that in your little special place, whatever it may be, and hold on to it forever and ever and ever and ever. And always remember it. And if you forget it, write a note like memento. Tattoo it on your forearm. Watch Hamilton every day. Not but because. Artemis Fowler, yeah. Artemis, whatever it is, something. Yes, that's a horrible movie. I applaud the effort. And like, if I read that book, I'd be like, wow, that's cool. And I watched the movie, I was like, this was bad. That's such a bad movie. It's trying to be Harry Potter, but with elves, and the elves were technological. I can't even talk. Technologically advanced, and Dame Judi Dench, was the sergeant. She was the commander. She was the captain of the elves, dwarves. Wait, what were they? They weren't leprechauns. They were elves, right? No, my brain's stopped to working. And then what's his name? Olaf was a giant dwarf. And then the rocks came out his booty. Me and Bridget sat down like, oh man, this might be like Harry Potter or something. This nigga just watch this. I was like, oh hell no, this is hot garbage. Disney, why would you waste our time? And then Hamilton came out, and I totally forgot the name of Artemis Fowler or Flocka de whatever. I totally forgot it. Because Hamilton took it was like a cleansing. It was like a nutrient cleanse of the soul. And so all the crap, all the bullshit, all the hot garbage purged out. And so now I look at The Last of Us 2 and I look at Artemis Owlface and I say, meh, whatever. Don't bother me. I'm just brush that dirt off your shoulder. That's all it is. It's nothing. It makes me like think about, oh, okay, you know. I mean, that's what it feels like to have kids and stuff, right? Don't have any kids. I can't relate. I got some animals. It's not the same. Bridget tries to tell, it's the same. It's like, no, stop playing. Because I'm like, yo, we got an old cat. I'm like, I think I need to build a coffin for this one because I definitely ain't taking it to the vet. You know how much they charge to, I don't know any other way, to dispose of a pet body? What's up, Sean? Sean Freeman in the house. Yo, Sean Freeman does a podcast. Does many podcasts. He's the captain of the Zombie Cast. He's also the captain of Knuckleball Radio. Not too sure the status of NKB, but Zombie Cast is on every Monday at some time, depending on where you are. Just check allgames.com, and there should be a link to the Discord and also to the individual shows' Twitch streams if they have them. I don't know if you have a Twitch stream yet, Sean, but you should probably do that for now until they get all the All Game stuff hooked up again. Because I don't know what's going on right now. I'm not even up there again, but it's all good. I still love them. I still love you, Scott. Scott Rubin is the proprietor. Nitropod. He makes ice cream. I want Scott to send me. Okay, I'm gonna have to order some Nitropod ice cream. I live in Florida. He's in California. I want some Nitropod ice cream, guys. Dang it! I want you to send it in a hydroponic. That's not the right word. Send it in a hydrogen crypto cage or whatever. I want my damn ice cream. Or create a South Beach satellite office or something. I mean, I'm not gonna run it, but get somebody. You got people all over. Come on, Scott Rubin. I want to taste your ice cream. That sounded dirty. If you said that, if a dude said that to a lady in a professional environment, and you said, I want to taste your ice cream, there's trouble, right? That's trouble, right? I, as a dude, couldn't say that to that person as a female, or anybody who would take may something that they may misconstrue as, I don't know. I'm just saying Scott Rubin, happily married, got kids and everything. Successful businessman, successful ice cream man. He got the crack. I want some of that. Give me a quart of crack, please. Ice cream is crack. Just saying. If it's sugar, it's crack. I'm just saying. Legal crack. You'd be like beer, cigarettes, ice cream. Come on, son. They're in high fructose corn syrup. But we're not going down that road. I'm just saying I want some damn Nitropod ice cream. I'm not flying all the way to California to get no damn ice cream. But if I happen to go to California, I'm getting me some damn ice cream. That's all I know. I'm going to be like, ding dong. What you doing? It's 3 o'clock. I want some ice cream, please, now. I don't care what flavor, but I prefer cookies and cream. I'm just saying. You going to go all the way. Stop playing. You know what? I want ice cream now. God dang it. Maybe I should go to Sonic and get me some shakes. Shakes! Now I'm going to have peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm too lazy to go to Sonic, so I'm going to just make a sandwich. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But appreciate you. Appreciate all of y'all for hanging out, coming through. Sean, Most Def. Also, I forgot to mention, Sean is also a DJ. So if you're in the Carolinas or about, I don't know what your range is. So I'm not going to speak like, yo, you only a 10 block range. He's in the Carolinas. I can't remember north or south, maybe north. Don't remember. But he's a super DJ of love, DJ Freeman. So if you got a party that's socially distanced, maybe you have, I don't know how you doing that, Sean, DJ Freeman. I don't know how you doing that, Freeman Daddy, but you should. I mean, you could social distance a party like that. You know, like, put a little tapey line around 6 foot circumference radius around the thing. Like, don't, throw paper airplanes with your song requests. You know what I mean? Do something. Put like a little crane, and you put it in the basket, and you go, and then the basket comes, and you bloop. What's your song request? Zip, and you put the. I think the pepper airplane is better. I think there's a better solution. But I'm just saying, there's a way to do it. Make that cash, boy. But say hello to you and your fam as well. I mean, your fam as well. I already said hi to you. I don't need to say hi to you again. But yeah, Freeman Mommy, Freeman Kitties, all of them. Say what's up for me. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm over my time. There's no other shows. I'm over my time, and I appreciate everybody coming through. Let's play a song to go out. I don't know what song it's gonna be. No. I always kind of end up around the same. I'll play this one. It's not playing. No. Sorry about that. Tilt the weight, y'all. Oh, this song, by the way, is from Thrashers. It's the title screen. Breach. Tilt the weight. track. This one's called Beautiful Keys, also from the Crashers soundtrack. Alright, I'm out. Tilt away.